tape for this welterweight fight is brought to you by the new movie, Hands of Stone, the true story behind boxing's greatest rivalry. Starring Edgar Ramirez, Robert De Niro, and Usher Raymond. In theaters everywhere on Friday. Cowboy 2 years older, he is taller, he'll have a slight reach advantage. And once again, we check in with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record, 30 wins, 7 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, by way of Denver, Colorado, Donald Cowboy Serrones. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 19 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Vancouver, Washington, presenting the number 9 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Rick the Horror Story. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our referee. We've asked you to vote all night at UFC on Twitter for the main event. Will it be Conor McGregor? Will it be Nate Diaz? Let your voice be heard on who is winning each fight. All it takes is that one click. We're underway. Cowboy and Story engage quickly. Cerrone in the blue trunks, Rick Story in the black trunks. He's a southpaw.
You see that pressure by Story. Good movement so far from Cerrone. Look for Cerrone to throw those front kicks to the body. And there's a nice leg kick by Cowboy, and Cowboy initiates the takedown. Beautiful job by Cowboy.
Who has a great submission game.
And a great wrestling game. Something a lot of people don't realize when you think about Cowboy. You think about his striking. Cowboy is a hell of a grappler. Stepping over that left leg of Rick Story. Story doing a good job so far of blocking it. Looking to establish control with his right leg over the back of the neck. Cowboy doesn't quite have the flexibility and lets it go.
Looking to make an adjustment here.
Looking to sweep. Cowboy just stands up.
Story all over.
Excellent job by Story, reversing the position, pushing Cowboy up against the cage.
Rick Story has been described as a Sherman tank in the past. And that's the style of fight he brings to the octagon.
Well, he excels in these sort of grueling grappling contests. And look for him, if he gets free, to rip those shots to the body that he's famous for.
Don't forget, after tonight's main event, check out FS1 for the UFC 202 post-fight show. Jay Glazer, Brian Stan, Dominic Cruz, Rashad Evans, Megan O'Leary.
Keep an eye on this. He's going for the omoplata. Story's in trouble here. He's going to switch to a triangle.
Can he get it?
Story trying to block that left leg from going underneath the knee, but Donald could switch to an armbar here. Story did a great job there of avoiding the danger and winding up inside control. But he knows that Donald Cerrone's no joke off of his back. Donald's giving up his back here. Very dangerous. Donald's going to try to roll under here, particularly if Story gets a leg loose.
Cerrone trying to protect himself from a little ground and pound.
Nice knee to the body there by Story. Donald's just looking for the opportunity here to roll, Mike. He's going to stick his right leg in between those two legs. Perhaps he might roll for a knee, which, even if he doesn't get the leg lock, will allow him to, oh, nicely done.
Yep.
Snuck out the front instead.
Good patience, good timing. Back to the center of the octagon. Inside leg kick.
Nice knee Knee to the body by Cowboy. And there's that front kick that we talked about. Good kick to the body by Story. And a left hand behind it.
Story very smooth here early with his striking.
Donald stabs you with that front kick.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
It's not a push. You know, he really just there's a nice leg kick there as well. Really digs the ball of the foot into the body. He just faked that right high kick to see how Rick responded. And this is not the game that Rick Story wants to play with Cowboy. He does not want to stay on the outside and exchange technical strikes. He's got to make this a mixed martial arts fight. Threaten with the takedown, threaten with the clinch. Because Cowboy is the more technical striker on the outside.
And watch for Cowboy to throw the right leg to the midsection of Story.
Well, he's feeling him out here. He's tagged him here.
Yeah.
He's throwing a lot of feints and trying to gauge the response of Story.
He loves that body kick.
Donald just has so many weapons standing up, too. There's a nice leg kick.
Good combination.
Excellent combination. Very accurate by Donald. Good inside kick by Story.
Final seconds of the round. Took it off the arms.
Those are powerful shots, though, by Story. Even catching them on the arms is no fun. And here's a takedown, unexpected, I'm sure, by Donnell Cerrone. Caught Rick Story in the transition. There's a nice takedown by Story, utilizing that knee, turning into a trip. There's a beautiful knee to the body by Cowboy. There's a nice combination. Story moving away from most of that.
That's a good round. That was a good round. Listen, fight those takedowns like crazy, okay? Fakes and feints, keep going to the body. Just mix it up. All you got to do to win is flow. Body, head, body, head, body, head, okay?
Yes, sir.
Brandon.
Seeing the combinations. I want that double cross. Pressure when he's going backwards. Yes, sir.
You see him coming. Just keep your hands up and your eyes open. Unload. I need you to flow this round, Cowboy. Flow and go, baby. Hey, go get it.
The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyrighted work is illegal and punishable under law. Round two, Cerrone and Story. Greg Jackson wanting Cowboy to flow in this round.
Story with a big windup and a miss. It's a lot of power and pressure by Story. Cowboy goes up high.
Nicely done by Cowboy, stuffing that takedown attempt.
And catching him coming in with the knee. There's another knee to the body by Cowboy.
Cowboy just missing with those combinations.
Story ducking under, grabbing hold of that leg, but Donald gets away from it.
Cerrone does the majority of his training on his ranch in Albuquerque, and Brandon Gibson has been out there a ton working the striking of Cerrone. Again.
Two good right hands there by Donald. Very quick.
Nice shovel that on that uppercut. He caught him. Now he's mixing things up, and he's got Story hesitant.
Really nice feint there with the jab, leading into that leg kick.
Cerrone has looked great at 170. He was pretty darn good at 155, though, too.
He certainly was, but I'm a big fan of him at this weight. He looks physically better. I just think he has more energy. I just think he was depleting himself far too much to get down to that 155-pound weight class.
Well, it's noteworthy that Cowboy beat lightweight champion Eddie Alvarez years ago.
Oh, come on! Story's in big trouble.
Big time. Cowboy looking for the finish.
Beautiful. Hit it! Sensational.
Cowboy, Cerrone, set up by the head kick.
And that was a big test for Donald Serrone that he just passed with an A+. The speed and the accuracy that he carries at 170 pounds are huge assets.
Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one to right now.
Take a look at this here. The jab, ducks under to the body, to the head, flowed right into that high kick. I mean, what a beautiful combination. Absolutely crisp and accurate. Let's take a look at that again. Look at this. Boom to the body, the head, and then a high kick. I mean, just glorious. Sensational. To the body, and then boom to the head. Ridiculously accurate.
The body shot is what buckled him. Story came down. Cowboy delivered a big kick, and he earns a great victory here. Time for our official decision, brought to you by Metro PCS. We get nationwide coverage on the blazing fast 4G LTE T-Mobile network for just $30 period. Once again, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 2 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TK.